Let's get this party started. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Got David here with me. Hey, David, how's it going?
I'm doing okay. If you don't know, I have a slight case of Bell's palsy, so you're gonna see like half my face is paralyzed. But it's much better than it was. So I don't normally speak like this, and as you can see, like this is kind of dead right here. So don't worry about it. It's not a stroke, and I'm on medication. But otherwise, I'm great.
So you're feeling fine on your medication, huh?
Yeah. The only thing I do is I get a little bit dizzy after I take one of them, and then the other one makes me kind of drowsy. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's fine.
Can you pick up my aircon at all? Is it noisy on the mic, or is it okay?
I don't hear anything. Can you hear mine? I've got mine going.
No, not at all. But it's necessary. It's not terrible here, but it's it's 84 at about 8:30 a.m. Anyway, enough about weather. How are you guys doing watching, ladies and gentlemen? I think we have at least a couple people watching. Welcome to Erico. Hello from Calgary, Alberta, where it's apparently 30 degrees, over 30.
To me, that's freezing.
30 degrees Celsius for the rest of the world.
What is that?
What's that? I'm American. I always do the math in my head, or general math. I think that's around this. Yeah, so it's going to be above 30 here.
Double it
to Erico. And let's see what else we got here.
Glockenstick says he's dizzy and drowsy on his best days.
What's that?
The Glockenstick. You'll get to it.
Oh, Glockensig. Yeah, okay.
Dizzy and drowsy.
Oh, yeah, and they were talking. Sorry, I skipped where he was talking about. Where you're talking about movies. Attica. Talking about. Yeah, I don't know August Heat either, but I'm definitely familiar with Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah, it's so hot there. He watches.
August Heat is a nice, spooky ghost story. Interesting. That's a weird title for a ghost story. Dave has his AC on. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Glad that you're here. And anyway, we just wanted to, I wanted to just chat with David, and he was nice enough to come on despite not being, feeling 100%, which was nice of him. I don't have a lot to show off. We just thought we're a couple of teachers. David's on vacation, long summer vacation, and I'm about to be on a long summer vacation. Not quite yet. Week and a half. Cannot wait. The lights at the end of the tunnel. The horses can smell the water over the hill, and they're running down. So it's it's a good time, and I got to finish up and do a lot of work, but pretty soon I'll be on vacation, and
so cool.
Well, heading back to the States, where I'll have all sorts of goodies to buy and already in possession. David sent me 2 boxes very kindly, 2 big boxes.
I gotta send you another one.
I got another box from Book Fiend Nick, which was very kind of him. Got a few other things I'll show that I've ordered, and the one that I didn't order that came anyway, which is a little interesting. But David, what have you been up to on your vacation? I think you've been off for about 2 weeks now, is it?
Yeah, I went to Vegas, and I made a video about that for 3 days. I mostly did shopping and then sightseeing. Do they eat horse in Japan? Oh, I don't know.
They do. They eat horse sashimi in some places, but it's not common, I don't think.
I'm a vegetarian, so I make that face for any animals, not just horses.
Yeah, they eat in Asia. They'll eat pretty much anything within reason, but Japanese people don't eat dogs like in Korea, or China. So,
and then I don't know. Like I said, I went to Vegas, and then I've been just hanging out, doing some puzzles. I have a puzzle channel. I've been doing this challenge that has been so hard, 2 Van Gogh puzzles at the same time. Yeah, that one's really difficult.
Yeah, you're getting good feedback on your puzzle channel. The puzzle nerds are coming out in force there to support you. That's cool.
I get more views on my puzzle channel than I do on my regular. I've been Garage Geek for 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and I have almost 1,500 subs, and I get like 40, 50 views of video. And then I have 350 subs on my puzzle channel, and I get 100 or more every video. It's weird.
Well, I think it might be also it's more focused, right? I mean, it's just puzzles.
And that's so the Puzzle Geeks like about YouTube.
Yeah, I know. But some people do like to kind of focus their attention on one thing. So I think if you were just a music channel or you were just this, you'd be getting a lot more views. But we like how those of us who watch you like your eclectic nature. So
Yes. But yeah,
that's
not many of you.
Well, I think you get. I think they do. You get your regular videos get good comments. I think from a regular group. So
L Space
viewers.
Hi, L Space.
Is L Space here?
He is. He came to
see
me.
Hey,
handsome.
Howdy, fellas. Howdy, Rob. Hey, Rob, if you want to hop on, let us know. We'll send you the link. But you can take up the slack because I don't have as much to show off as David does. David always has so much cool stuff coming and going in there.
Ready to go.
Well, why don't you start us off? I guess because we don't have much more to say about summer vacation, I suppose, other than it's a great thing and we're glad to have it. And I'll be pretty busy for 3 weeks there from I think July 30th. So I'm flying back right when most of the Pulp Island crew will be heading to Pulp Fest there in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. I will be there in spirit, but that'll be my in-flight entertainment, those who are posting videos. But I'll be flying back with my family on a very miserable coach economy seat trip. And then I'll be back in the States for 3 weeks and hitting the bookstores like crazy and trying to go through my collection and pack what I want to keep, which will be most of it, and try to send it back. Still have to make arrangements with the shipping company like DHL or whatever for that. But I've set money aside for it. Looking forward to doing it. And looking forward to getting all here. Although where I will put it once it gets here, I'm not quite sure. But
you got space behind you. I see lots of space. You got it.
I got some space for sure. Anyway, we got some people watching here. Let's see. Big Boy just departed the area today. Any train fans here? Well, I ride the train all the time, but I wouldn't say that I'm a train otaku. I see those guys all the time at the front of the, snapping photos as the trains come through the train station. Do you remember those, David, when you were here?
Yep. But what does that mean, Big Boy? Is that a performer, a YouTuber?
Or I think it's the name of a train, isn't it?
He said left the area today.
I thought Big Boy was a burger chain, but we have Greg here. Had we been thinking, we could have planned a Pacific Northwest meetup. Yeah, that's right, because Greg's in Idaho, so he could. Although that's quite a hoof, Greg, for you to come over, but we could have found somewhere in there. Hey, Busted Shelf, how's it going? I forgot your name, Busted Shelf. I'm sure I've heard it before. Apologies, but welcome. Please let us know in the comments. Big Boy is the world's biggest steam engine. Oh, what do you know? We're learning stuff, David.
I'm being educated.
We educators are getting educated as we should.
Education over here.
Yeah. We don't need no education. All right. Well, why don't you show us some cool stuff there, David, so the people have something better to look at than our ugly mugs. So
in true fashion, I've got a variety. I'm starting with a box of puzzles that just came in the mail. And
hold on, let me make you big.
Now I'm gonna have to do something because this one, 2 of them have like really flimsy boxes. But I'm getting into these vintage puzzles. This one is round, and I really like the square box puzzles. And so this one was the least favorite of them. This was kind of like in the lot, so I had to get it. But it's
a little busy, I guess. Yeah, but it looks like it'd be fun to put together, maybe.
Yeah, it's a Christmas round puzzle. Now,
so you save it for Christmas?
Maybe. Now, these are the kind of puzzles that I want. I just love these vintage puzzles that have full art and the square box. And these are from Hoyle. I've been buying a lot of Springbok, but this is the Hoyle Puzzle Company. And
Hoyle are the people that put out cards and things,
playing
right?
cards, yeah. And so this is pretty cool. It
looks fiendishly difficult to put together, though. All those little white 1 die.
Yeah. But I think it's only a 500 piece, so that one should be okay.
This is one of the ones you bought in Vegas?
No, this I bought it in a lot on eBay.
Oh, okay.
And
Because most of the ones you bought in Vegas, you were giving off to Javi, right?
a lot of them, yeah, I bought them
Yeah.
for him. And so this one is like in a really, like the box is really kind of bad. But this
Oh, it's
one,
kind of dented. Yeah.
yeah. And the back of it is flimsy. I'm gonna have to reinforce these boxes somehow. But a lot of these puzzles are older, right, from the 70s and 80s.
That looks tough too. So much white. Oof.
No comment on that. Okay, and then two more in this. Look at this one. This one is called Main Street.
Oh, that's cool.
Now,
Is that a well-known painting or just a generic thing for the puzzle?
You're gonna make me use my eyes without my glasses and everything. I really can't. And
Okay.
And the thing is affecting my vision in my eye.
All right. That's all right. I'm just
I
curious.
can't find the artist. But anyways,
It's nice though.
What's different about these is that most modern puzzles are rectangular, and they
and this one's square.
Brand name, like there'll be an image, but there'll be a frame and there'll be writing everywhere. And I just love the vintage. Like this is almost like an art piece, like an album cover. Or that's why I love these.
It looks like it wouldn't be quite as hard to put together because you got lots of color variations, so that would be more fun.
And hold on, this is the last one. I'm afraid they're gonna fall. Sorry. Going back in that box. This is the last one in this set that I ordered. So again, these
gumball machines.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like in a junk shop or a swap shop or something.
Yeah. So normally I'm not attracted to this type of image. I mean, this is not a fun puzzle to put together. But for some reason, I love these vintage puzzles. I just think they're so cool.
Especially another square one.
Yeah, the full art on the cover without any text, and they
full frontal.
Yep, they save the text for the sides. I really like that. So
that is a good design choice.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing for puzzle collectors or puzzlers to keep the box or consider about the box art so much.
There's different ways. You know, some people really just like the puzzle itself. But I'm so visual like that. I actually have some puzzles up in my room as like decoration. They're up there, and you can rotate these through. I just think these boxes are really, really gorgeous.
Very cool. Well, it looks like Chris is the name of the busted shelf. Thanks, Chris. There's so many Chris's on YouTube that I have a hard time remembering them all. But thank you for that.
Hi, Chris.
And Mark says, has never been east before, but did a tour for USA 250th birthday. Okay, so that's the big boy, the largest steam train. I'll have to look for that. Hey, we got Joe here. Hey, Joe. Summer vacation property maintenance time. Yeah, Joe's got a really cool science fiction book channel, and he doesn't post quite as much in the summer because he's busy taking care of, I'm assuming, his property and maybe some relatives' properties. He's always doing lots of lawn work. I haven't heard anyone use the phrase "according to Hoyle and Ages." That's true. Yeah,
they had the guidebooks for bridge, maybe like that kind of thing.
Hey, Mark Richardson's here. Hey, Mark, how you doing? We got two Marks and we got one Erico. Okay. I got a craving for delicious gumballs now.
A craving for delicious balls.
now, David. I puzzled today until my puzzler was sore, even though I didn't do a puzzle. Yeah.
I got some puzzles going on over there. I love puzzles.
Okay, well, let's see. I have some of you have watched if you've watched my recent book haul and monthly reading wrap up. Some of you might have. I talked about a couple of Pushkin Vertigo editions of these Seishi Yokomizo mystery books, and I read here. They look, for some reason, they look like different sizes, but they're the same size. I got to get them in the right location there. So the Inugami Curse and the Honjin Murders, and then I didn't really notice it myself until David pointed out that there's this kind of circle motif going on all the covers. So I enjoyed those two so much, I promptly went out and bought the rest that are currently available. So these are not in order, but I have Death on Gokuman Island, This one's particularly striking with the. I love how they have the dripping blood down in here.
That's nice.
And these are all detective novels in the Honkaku style, which I guess is a kind of eerie, twisty mystery, starring or featuring their lead detective Kosuke Kindaichi. Here we have this one just came a couple days ago. She Walks at Night.
She got her samurai sword too.
Yeah, this is one. They all are very creepy. They're all are kind of like creepy murders, but they're again they're kind of most of the time that I've seen so far anyway, from what I've read, there is a reason behind everything, but they're all set in like remote mountain villages or by remote coastal villages or islands. And there's a old family or several families who have some kind of dark secrets in their past. And there's a series of gruesome murders, and then Detective Kindaichi comes and solves them. So, that one's a little thinner than some of the others. It's only like about 220 pages. Some of these are like 340. The Devil's Flute Murders.
Wow.
Again, it's simple. A lot of modern book design and livery is not so interesting, but I kind of like what they're doing with these.
I like when there's a theme going through them like that, where
yeah, they're keeping it consistent. And then David has this one, I believe.
I started.
Yeah, I'll start this one pretty soon. I'm reading Philip Marlowe novel Lady in the Lake right now, but which is really good. I should finish it later today, hopefully. The Village of Eight Graves.
Yeah, I like it.
And this one looks really, really good. This is The Little Sparrow Murders. And this is one where Kindaichi goes to some mountain resort to take a much needed vacation, and then murders start happening and he has to get involved. And there's usually, in a long running detective series, that happens all the time, where detectives are somewhere on vacation and just happens to have a murder around. But
I just read one by the Strugatsky brothers, those Russian brothers, and they were the detective
it was a mystery.
Yeah, but so much more with them. But it took place in a remote mountain spa.
Yeah. Well, you got to like those remote places. They like, it kind of limits down the suspect pool, I guess, a bit. What do we got?
Room atmosphere. Closed room kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all, classic mysteries. They love the closed circle of suspects thing. Let's see. Mark said, my mother borrowed my copy, Jeff. Yeah, borrowed. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mark had got one as well. I don't know if you got which one you got. Did you get the Inugami Curse, Mark? For whatever reason, David, you just grabbed did you just like the cover, or you just grabbed the one you could find easily?
I think I bought the cheapest one.
Yeah, they're not that cheap because they're coming from UK.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I buy things. If there's a list, for example, I was like, oh, let me get this one. And, I'll try. And I tried, and I also wanted to get one that you didn't read yet. So that.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So that one seems to be about a series of poisonings, and it's more told from the point of view of one character. It says it right on the back.
Well, I don't often read the back. But okay.
Oh, sorry.
I just
if it's a murder mystery, there's going to be murders, David. So I think you're not too spoiled that
I tell you all about the beginning because I read it. So if you want...
Well, it's narrated by another guy, right? Kindaichi never narrates the books himself, Detective Kindaichi, but he seems to appear around page 80 or so, because they even have a chapter saying enter Kosuke Kindaichi or something. So you must not be quite to where he comes in.
No, but I'm only on page 30.
He's a likable, scruffy sort of sleuth. Anyway, all right, David, let's get you up there, and you got something else to show, I think.
So this is my husband's stuff. So my daughter bought my husband this. It was on his Amazon wish list, and
what is it?
I know, right? Soundburger. No, it's
okay.
And when he got it on his was it his birthday? Yeah, he opened it up and it was just the case. He thought it was the actual device, and so he was a little bit bummed. He's like, "Well, that's what you had in your list." Further down the list, he actually had the player, right? And so this is one of those retro. It used to be in the 70s or 80s. This plays vinyl. You open this up,
What?
and there's the arm, and you put the disc on it. You put the weight back. You close it. You move it, and it plays the record. The record sticks out like a UFO.
Full size record. Wow.
And this one connects by Bluetooth. And so we tried it yesterday. It's really neat. And so this is called the Soundburger. It's
I wish you had it set up so you could give us a demonstration.
I know, right? So
have to do that in a future video.
yeah,
That's the record just spins around in the middle there.
yeah.
Wow.
It's really neat. I didn't think it would be. It's a little bit pricey now.
The sound might be, even though it's good, I guess it has to be compressed to go via Bluetooth, but you can put it through some really nice speakers that way.
You can, and you can also hook it with the line, which would be better.
At first, I thought it was that thing that he got for a present that he would hang in the shower and he could listen to music.
Oh yeah, imagine playing a record in the shower.
No, I know, but you had I didn't know it was a record player. I thought it was like that little, because it's also kind of that shape, right?
Portable, yeah. So along with that, I bought him 2 products. Maybe you know, maybe you don't, but Madonna has a brand new album out. It's
my one of my friends talked about it,
and I've been streaming it, and I actually like it a lot. And so I didn't buy him the CD because you can always find the CD cheaper later. But I bought him the album because those sometimes go out of print, and I also got him the cassette, which is a retro thing that they're doing.
They still make cassettes?
Yeah, most people say that, right? But it's a retro kind of thing for certain people, and they will put out cassettes. Believe it or not, Jeff, they are putting out VHS tapes for some modern movies. You could actually go to websites and buy the VHS.
They're probably quite a bit pricier than they used to be because they're specialty items.
This was $15, right? For this.
Wow.
Yeah. And they sent it like this, like just inside this. Like I'm lucky it's
no wrapping or anything, huh?
Wow. Yeah, just thrown in there.
Amazon's really doing well that way.
You can't say anything bad about Madonna because I'm gay and I will go on the attack.
I don't mind Madonna. What I always am impressed about Madonna is because I know she's a pensioner now practically, but you can never count her out because she always reinvents herself.
This is a really good recording. I love it. I've been streaming it. I'm not a huge Madonna fan. I've seen her like 3 or 4 times because I always have to take my husband, but I like her. Right?
What's the appeal for gay people about Madonna anyway? I'm not quite sure.
I think she was such an ally, especially at the beginning. That's true. And so I think that's the appeal. It's also her sense of like empowerment, and she would just do things, go out there with her fashion, and she's just.
I think she's very canny.
Substance, really.
Yeah, no, she's very canny at that sort of thing, and she's very good at reinventing herself and rejiggering her image to stay current. And I'm not surprised that her new album's good.
She can hardly walk, and she's putting out dance albums.
She can hardly walk. Yeah, exactly.
Really
yes,
can't. Like
she fell and hurt herself, didn't she? A while back, she fell off the stage. She's probably not quite. I know she's touring or she's making some appearance related to the World Cup, right?
On tour, I mean.
I think she's or she's appearing along with Shakira and maybe, what's her name off of Neighbors, the old soap, Australian soap, Kylie Minogue, I think, for something for the World Cup. So interesting. Well, now he's got a couple of records to play. Not that you're short of those in general, but
he has a full Madonna collection. Like he's got like this many albums by her. Like every time one comes out, we buy it. And he's got 2 of the box sets. Like one came in box vinyl, and I got that. He's like, if Madonna comes out, I got to buy it for him. So he's got and some of those albums are really pricey now.
I thought the same thing. For a second, I thought it was some kind of burger press.
I'm going to poop out some burgers right now.
I wouldn't walk across the street for any of them.
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound
sorry,
good.
Mark. Are you talking about I see, like Kylie Minogue or I mean, I like Shakira because I think she's sexy as hell. But
music is what you call subjective, right?
Yeah, very subjective.
Like don't, but Like if someone likes something, I'm not going to put it down. I usually don't do that.
No, you usually don't. You're pretty good that way for sure.
So whatever. You don't think it
All
does
right.
it?
Well, I'm gonna show.
So,
I'm gonna show. I hope your husband was duly appreciative of that stuff. Come on now, I'm trying to move this. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, I showed off those. Those were the only kind of new books I got that I have here. I'll show some other things, photos of their covers that I have back in the States. That a few of the things. But I recently had talked about having this, the BPRD Volume 1 Omnibus, and I wanted to show some of the art inside because even though in the first story, Mike Mignola, who does the very distinctive Hellboy art, he wrote the story for this first set of issues, Hollow Earth. Whoops, try to get the glare off of there. The artist is Ryan Sook. Do you know Ryan Sook?
I believe I do. Not well, but the name sounds familiar.
But he does it in a very Mignola-esque style. So when you get to the later ones where there's, some monsters,
to me,
you can see he's very. Sorry, I'll try to keep my hand out of the way of the art there.
It's cool. The art's nice.
Yeah,
a little bit minimal, but I like that. Often, limited color palette, darker, but it's
they're going into the Hollow Earth and fighting giant beasties and stuff. So it's kind of weird to read something about Hellboy kind of without Hellboy. He does have a cameo in this where he quits because he does BPRD because he doesn't like how they treated his friend. So they give a little flashback and how everyone's kind of at loose ends because Hellboy, he says, "I quit," right? Right there.
Yeah, but you can see what I mean is like notice how not a lot
of background detail.
Yeah,
but you can definitely tell the Mignola influence there. But when they get to some of these later stories, right, the art changes very much. So, right,
there's a lot more detail. Ooh, those sharks. Well, still the backgrounds are kind of just one color.
I think that's kind of a Hellboy world of Hellboy style. This is Drums of the Dead. This seems to be an Abe Sapien story. And of course, I really like Abe, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And he's the Fishman guy. But obviously very different from the way Mignola draws him. See?
Definitely, yeah.
So the artist in this one, because they got a ton of different artists working on these, is pencils by Matthew Dow Smith. I don't know him.
Well.
And then The Soul of Venice and Other Stories, which kind of is a combination of their own style and a Mignola kind of style.
That looks really interesting. I haven't, I just got the first 4 Hellboy Omnis, and I've read the first one only, and really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah.
I just need to read more.
So the big one in this one is Plague of Frogs, and this is art by a guy named Guy Davis. Do you know Guy Davis?
Mm-mm.
But it's also pretty striking.
Yeah.
Layout. And again, that's Abe Sapien doing all sorts of stuff. Let me see if I could find another action page.
Oh, yeah, that's got a lot going on that. It looks cool.
And this one is long. This one's like 130 pages. So this is probably 5 or 6 issues. I love this underwater stuff. It looks like almost the Nautilus or something, Anyway, and then in the back, they have like a lot of these things do. They have sketchbooks.
Notes, sketches, yeah.
Letters. Notes. And this looks like maybe Lobster Johnson. I don't know. One of the characters there. Some of these characters like... Oh, not Lobster Johnson. What's the guy who's in the first one? I know Johann Strauss guy, the guy with the bubble head. He's like a spirit that's encased in this kind of costume that he was in the second Hellboy movie by Del Toro. But he's a really cool character. He's a bit of an ass in the movie, but he's awesome in this. What's the other guy? I can't think of his name. Anyway, I've only read the first story so far, but it's very cool. It's a nice heavy bound book.
I love collected graphic novels like that. They're so fun.
Yeah, this is the way to go. I mean, I think those omnibuy are cool, but they're just so
Big.
heavy and huge, you know.
Yeah,
You got that Sin City one, which looks awesome, but it looks like you could do weights, weight training with it.
yeah. No, I just break my back.
All right, let's see if we got any comments here. I don't know if we do or not. Let me get us back to the normal. I think we got a couple. Hellboy or company usually get some people talking about something. Let's see.
It's at Elspace Archives.
Yeah, that's so freaking cool. Mahu.
That is Madonna comment.
For a second, I thought it was something to make actual burger. Oh yeah, I must have skipped Rob's. I'm sorry. He was talking about the record player. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. My truck still has a cassette deck. I refuse to upgrade. Yeah, that's cool. I like the old cassette decks.
Love them.
I like cassettes. I wasn't that fond of VHS because I'm more picky about the image in movies, but I thought cassettes had decent sound. I remember getting into music with those. Stars in general. I see. So yeah, Mark's just not particularly Madonna. He's just not big about stars or celebrities. I can understand that. I can understand that. Most of the rectoactivist clan seeing Brit Floyd in 2 weeks.
That sounds really cool.
It's Brit Floyd. Is that a country singer?
No, it's like a cover band.
Okay.
British Pink Floyd.
Instead of Pink Floyd, they do Pink Floyd covers.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Really fun.
And Rob recognizes Abe, good old Abe Sapien. Yeah, that Main Street puzzle artist is Jane Scott Wooster. Thanks, Greg.
Cool image.
Yeah, great. Leave it to Greg to come up with some cool details. That guy knows a lot of stuff about a lot of things. Very cool. Well, all right, David, you showed some puzzles, you showed some records and strange record player. What else do you got? Let me make you big again.
Well,
and
there were 2 more comments.
Now, did I miss 2? They must have just showed up as I was talking. Okay.
No, they've been
I need to read more. All us readers lament. Yes, that's true. That is. And notice David hasn't talked about books yet either. So
coming up.
Gotta go have fun. Okay, thanks, Joe. Don't work too hard out there doing the lawn work and stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Okay.
So since you mentioned the comic, I this morning I was organizing my garage, and so I just ran outside and I picked up 10 comics that had interesting covers randomly, and then I ended up pulling 11.
That's fine. Show them off. Show them off.
We're going to start off with this Wolverine cover. I like that image of Wolverine, like protecting a child with all these arrows.
Okay. Now I make sense of it. I wasn't quite sure what was happening there.
It's really nice. I just think that's cover. But yeah, it's a really cool image of Wolverine.
That is very cool. Is that one of the ones when he's in Japan, like the Ronin?
Maybe because I didn't read it, but I think they go back and forth in the time.
Yeah.
Now, this one is kind of minimal. This might be digital art. It's a really beautiful image.
Wow. Yeah.
It reminds me of Ophelia.
They make the title of the comic so small. What is it?
That's called they call it they call it minimal trade dress. I want to say they also have virgin variants. That means there will be I have a virgin variant here. I'll show you.
So they won't have a title on it or anything.
So this would be a B cover. The A cover would have the name, and then like the artist usually of the issue will do the art. But this
I see is DC.
Yeah, this is a variant, and then it has minimal trade dress. They've even shrunk down the bar here so that you get more art on the page.
Why do they need that stupid bar on the front anyway? Can't they put that on the back?
It makes it easier for them to scan when they're leaving, because a lot of shops actually put their comics inside bags. And then when you go up, all they have to do is scan it. And so
they have the board on the back, so they couldn't scan it on the board.
Yeah, and so
put it on the bag on the anyway. Okay, yeah, I understand. I didn't get what the comic was though. What is the comic?
Poison Ivy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's not a character I've read any of. I'm familiar with the
no,
movie
she's the
version.
Batman villain.
Yeah, no, I know her who she is, but Uma Thurman played her in the movie what was it, the Batman Forever, was it? Forgot which one it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think it was the Val Kilmer one.
Maybe it
was
the three Catwoman bondage type. This is for the hot-blooded men and women out there. So here we have, this one is based on the character from the most recent movie, right? Because she had that head covering in it.
I love that recent movie with Robert Pattinson. Yeah. I forgot the actress. She's what Zoe Kravitz plays. Yeah. She was good in that.
Isn't that?
Yeah, that's a cool cover. Yeah, she had that kind of half mask sort of thing. Yeah.
And I believe this is Jenny Frison. All three of these are. And here's another one of Catwoman. Look, you get this little triangle right here.
She looks more like the Anne Hathaway Catwoman a bit.
Look at her. That's a cool image as well with her shadow on the back.
Yeah.
And finally, we're going to get another Jenny Frison. Look at these really.
I like this one. This is the best of the three.
You
I like the red in the back too, and the cat.
Jenny Frison has so many cool covers. Like she's a really great cover artist.
Has a little. What's that artist that was big in the '80s that had all the sexy women that he was famous for? Kind of minimalist.
I know.
Yeah, starts with the N. I can never think of his name. And it has a little vibe of that. It's not like it at all, but it reminds me a little of that. I wish I could remember the guy's name.
All right. Here is Supergirl's popular right now. Isn't that a pretty interesting cover? She's being
looks like Venom with Venom under there.
I know. I think it's like I remember there was the Batman Who Laughs. I think it's something like that.
Okay.
During that. But anyways, the use of the color here is pretty cool. Purple.
Yeah, the ha 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 in the back. Yeah.
Joker type thing. Yeah. And here we have I grabbed the iconic battles of Spider-Man and the Green Goblin.
Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. Yeah, that's cool.
You look at it, the art is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And it's just
have you seen inside? What's the art like inside?
I don't know.
That's interesting. Oh, you don't have to open it up. I'm curious why they had two barcodes. They had the barcode on the comic and another one on the bag.
Oh, this is on the bag. Yeah, that's the company that sold it. So the cover, the art on the inside can be wildly different than what's on
that's the thing. You never know quite if they're in bags. Do you open them in the store to see if you like the art first, or you just go off the cover?
That's pretty cool. That's
that looks good
for us. It's actually the art inside is not too bad. It's pretty nice. Not horrible.
It's hard to know where to start collecting with Spider-Man because there's 35 years worth or more.
I could give you some suggestions, but
I know Michael K. Vaughn's going through them in order from the beginning, and he likes the early stuff quite a bit.
There's Allred art in here for some reason. There's a backup.
Allred,
yes, Michael Allred, pretty famous artist.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Silver Surfer stuff in there, I think, and so. The interior. Oh, this is a reference to a really famous cover. The interior art's not bad. Like I say, I usually don't read the single issues I buy. I buy them for the covers, but I do read them in collected editions. So I don't buy that many single issues anymore. Here's an artist you're going to recognize. This is Quatley. So he was he did the
the All-Star Superman.
There you go.
But I wouldn't have recognized this. This is a little bit more detailed, I think.
Is that him then? Yeah, it's got the FQ on here. I immediately can see his style. I don't know what it is.
Well, you're much better at because you've had a lot of experience looking at all these different artists, so you can probably catch them right away. But I can see now in the mouth and jaw his style. I really liked Quatley's art in All-Star Superman. I thought it was really, really unique and characterful.
So this is minimal trade dress, and this is I call sexy Santa. I love this picture.
Sexy, okay. It's scary Santa.
But this is a virgin because there's no writing. All there is a logo. That's it. And
So they have all these variant covers, and you can get one if you don't want all the
I
dressing
don't even know
on
what
it.
comic this is. I don't care. I just like that cover so
Yeah,
much.
well, you wouldn't. Yeah, that's the problem is you don't know exactly what it is. What is this?
I could
Oh,
open it up and look.
you
I
don't
can,
have to. No, it's fine.
no,
It's a
I'm not.
very striking cover. It's a
Um,
striking cover.
this one might
Amazing
be
fantasy.
Alex Ross. I think. Um, you could see like there's Captain America, but it looks like it's Kazar with Captain America's shield. No, it's Captain America's pants, but that's Zebu maybe. And then I don't know who this one is.
Is that Valkyrie or something up there? I can't quite make out who's the
Yeah. Well, anyways,
or Phoenix. Is it the Phoenix?
no, I don't.
Jean Grey with the red
They'll
hair.
all be in here. This one looks like Black Widow.
Okay.
This belt looks like Black
She has red hair. I didn't know. I guess she kind of had red hair in the movies, didn't she? Okay. They dyed her hair, Johansson's hair a bit.
And then the last one has this really striking yellow.
Is that an Alien?
Yeah, this is Alien, and
Alien versus Predator or something. One of
no,
those.
just Alien.
Okay.
You can see it right there. It says Alien, and then it's got this, I don't know. I like the contrast of the two colors on this.
Yeah.
There you
Is
go.
the yellow supposed to be sun or what? I don't know what the.
I have no
I guess
idea.
it doesn't have to make any sense. I suppose it's just art. So
It's jumping out of the mist. I think it's coming. I think it's like a mist because look behind over here. It's fading. I think it's a kind of yeah, it's coming out of a misty tunnel to get you.
We got a few comments here. So Greg says, "I just want to be picked for someone on a pub trivia team, and Mark just wants to go to a pub."
Fun.
And wowza over the art.
Catwoman.
And meow about Catwoman. Yeah.
Yeah. Bondage.
And I just picked up the novelization of the Helen Slater Supergirl movie. Why? Shut up and don't quit judging me. Yeah.
Those novelizations become like so popular later. Like those novelizations.
They seem to be having kind of a renaissance on BookTube anyway. The 80s minimalist pinup artist is Patrick Nagel. Thank you, Nagel. Thanks, Greg, coming through again. You do need to be on a pub quiz trivia team. Just trying to keep my trivia card intact. Yeah, it was. Correct. I knew I couldn't remember Nagel. I knew it started with an N, but a moment of senioritis was happening there.
You got it.
Okay, well, the only the next things I have to show are not ones that I have here, but they are in my possession in that they are at my family's home. Now, this next one is a little odd because, hold on, let me get this here. I need to make that short. There we go. Okay, come on now. What's going on? I'm losing my control of this center screen here. What is going on here?
In control.
We control the horizontal.
Yes, that's what I want. Of course, I mess it up.
That's all right. So, this now, some of you might remember I've talked about Hafner Press before. The two John the Balladeer, Manly Wade Woman books are from Hafner Press. I also have my Ivy Frost book somewhere over here from Hafner Press. They do beautiful work, limited run. They have a bunch of Edmund Hamilton Captain Future volumes. They have the complete Frederick Brown. I think it's Frederick Brown. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rob. The Ed and M. What's their last name? Ed and M Hunter, I think. Hardboiled Detective series things, and a lot of other cool things. And I saw my sister sent me a picture that, hey, you got a box here, and I was like, huh. I knew a viewer named Nick, Bookfing Nick, was sending me some stuff. And I said, Nick, I sent him an email saying, Nick, did you send me something in a Hafner Press box? He says, no, that's not me. I haven't sent your thing yet. And so apparently I was sent their newish release here, The Vampire Stories of Robert Bloch. And my sister opened up the box and showed me the book. And there was a little card kind of press release thing. And there was nothing directed to me. It was just sent to me. And I didn't order it, didn't pay for it. and I don't know if I got sent it as an accident, sent as a review copy, or what. I didn't get any email about it. So, but it looks pretty cool. It has about 8 to 10 stories by Robert Bloch, who wrote apparently a lot of vampire stories. I'll try to pull up. It's got art by Gay and Wilson. If you guys know Gay and Wilson, who did a lot of art for Playboy, and he wrote some horror stories himself. Are you familiar with Gay and Wilson, David?
Yeah, and that art looks familiar, I guess, because I used to look at my dad's Playboys.
Well, he does. He wrote some books. I used to have a kid's book by him called Harry the Fat Bear Spy. And he's written some horror stories, some pretty famous ones, I think. But the stories in this one, according to the press release on their website, there's way more than I thought. There's quite a few. Let's see. There's the Shambler from the Stars. So some of these might be some of his Lovecraftian tales too. The Opener of the Way, The Mannequin, A Question of Identity, The Cloak, Unheavenly Twin, Nursemaid to Nightmares, The Fear Planet, yours truly, Jack the Ripper, of course, which isn't really a vampire story. So I don't know why they're calling it the Vampire Stories of Robert Bloch, but it's got the undead, the Yugoslavs or slaves, maybe, the Bedposts of Life, The Scent of Vinegar, Dig That Crazy Grave, etc. So there's a whole bunch of stories. Looks like roughly 20 plus stories in this thing. So
it's a nice book.
Anyway, yeah, and you can't tell from here, but it's a nice hardcover. It's over 500 pages with interior art, I think, from Gay and Wilson, and an afterword by Gay and Wilson, or it could be Gahan Wilson. I think it's Gay and Wilson, but I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce his name. So anyway, I'm not quite sure what to do with this. I mean, I could just say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth and take it, and I probably would keep it, but I've had a little dealings with this guy when I ordered the other stuff, so I'm going to have to probably, I think I'm going to call or email the guy before I get home in the States and say, look, you sent me this a few weeks back, and I don't know, I didn't order it, so what do you want me to do with it? You want me to keep it and review it on my YouTube channel? You want me to send it back, etc. So we'll see. But it looks pretty cool anyway. It's not one that I maybe would have ordered, but I like Robert Bloch. So, and I know Rob at L-Space likes Robert Bloch, and I'm sure a lot of people do. So anyway, it's kind of interesting situation there. So let's see. Where do we leave off?
Jeff has lost control again.
Yeah, that's right. Jeff has lost control. That happens frequently and sometimes in my classroom, but not usually. I usually am able to wrest control back. Jeff is younger than me by a few months.
Senioritis.
Senioritis, go away. Yeah. Ed and M Hunter. That's right. I did eventually pull it out of the dark recesses of my cranium there, Rob. But that is so cool. I could sink my teeth into that. Yeah, it looks like a cool book. Oh, ooh, Blocktober is just around the corner. Yeah, that's right. I want to read Bloch's The Horror in the Lighthouse. Was that one in there? Let me check if that's in there.
Doesn't sound like a vampire story.
No, but it sounds cool. Well, it's got The Bogeyman Will Get You, The Skull of the Marquis de Sade, The Bat Is My Brother, Death is a Vampire, Black Barter, The Man Who Collected Poe. It has The Lighthouse, Erico, so maybe that's what you're talking about. It has The Lighthouse in it. Maybe that's an alternate title.
Virginia Woolf. Or is that?
So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I will. I'll probably keep that. Although I don't know if I want to pony up the $55 or whatever it's going for. But because they're $60.
Dang.
Price includes shipping for you. Shipping is included. Media mail in the U.S. It came very well packaged. International orders will be contracted on a shipping rate. So, yeah. Has introduction. It's illustrated throughout, I think it looks like, with a foreword by somebody named Paul Winters. So again, they do nice work, these guys. So they
putting out a nice book must be expensive. Like we get spoiled.
It's a labor of love. Yeah, it's a labor of love.
Mass-produced books that are so cheap. that we forget, like these independent book producers, they're putting out a lot of money to make a book and
Well, I
get
also
it.
don't think mass-produced books anymore are that cheap. I mean, isn't the average price for a hardcover $30 now in the
You can
Barnes and
get,
Noble
when
or
they first
something?
come out, you can get hardcovers for 20 to 25.
I'm
And then,
sure in Amazon gets cheaper rates, but yeah,
yeah,
they don't. I think even if a paperback, last I checked, the mass market were going around $10-12. I mean, so they're not.
they're getting rid of mass market. They don't even
Yeah, I
have.
know they're doing that, but luckily that Fathom Press guy Justin is still putting them out, which is really
Yeah,
cool. And
yeah,
of course,
no.
Jake and Pulp Mortem is in his crew are doing them through, I think, same kind of formatting that they're using for. They did Weird Frequencies that way, and they'll do the two sequels that are coming out, the horror one and the speculative fiction one. So that's just cool that they're doing that stuff still. But yeah, again, there were a lot of videos bemoaning that, and I was like, well, it's too bad, but there's millions and bazillions of paperbacks out there in the used bookstores that I don't think I'll ever run out myself, so.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, generally speaking, mass market
No,
paperback,
you're right.
you can't.
Yeah, it's the same with those
A lot of
like
people like
records
break it
and
down.
and and,
You can
and
find them.
specialty
Yeah.
independent comics. They have to charge more because they're working on a limited budget. So it makes sense. Yeah. No, I understand completely. So let's see. What do we got? Rob, yeah, most of those aren't vampire stories. Yeah, I didn't think so. Not Weird Frequencies. That's still going. Yep, that's right. Bazillion is a lot. Yeah, there is a bazillion. Okay, here comes my son. Hold on just a second. David, why don't you take it? I'll make you big
All right.
before we get a cameo from my son here. Hi, buddy. Good morning. Okay, you take it away, David. I'll be back in a second, okay?
All right. So I'm going to talk about a couple of series that I've been introduced to on these channels. So the first is, what is this? The British Library Tales of the Weird. Now, a lot of you have already been into these. I only have 2 of them. But I brought these because I have these Tales of the Weird. I've read this one, which was really, really good. I haven't read this one yet. It's short stories. But then I've also found out about these other series. This is another British. This one is the British Library of Crime Classics. And I think it's kind of a companion series to these. I don't know, because we got the British, what is it? This one says British Library, and this one says British Library. So I'm wondering if they're both putting out these. But the weird thing is that they might be the same, but they're not the same size. And it's weird. Like they're doing this series and then they're doing this series, but then they don't make them line up so that if you're collecting them, I don't know, it's a weird thing. And then we also have an American version of the mysteries, American mystery classics, and I have 2 in this series. So I don't know. I'm kind of like I've been learning about all these different series on YouTube, and that's one of the bad things about YouTube for me, because I see things and then I want to buy them, and so then I've got all these books, and of all of these books right here, I've only read one of them, and I should be reading more. But what's interesting is that these companies are putting out all of these kind of retro stories, and they're giving audiences new life on a lot of these things, because many of these, for example, the one that he showed earlier, the Japanese one, that one's from 1932. And I love when the companies are taking this older material and introducing it to newer audiences like this. So, I mean, it's just, you can readily get all of these on Amazon. I don't know about this one because I found this in a library books sale. So, but I'm pretty sure. And these are both recent Amazon purchases. Now, one thing I am going to say about the Otto Penzler one is it's got that film on it where, like, when you rub it, it kind of comes off. I don't like that film, like right there, you could see it. So you have to be really careful. But over time, this kind of rubs away, and the books just don't look nice. It's like some kind of covering, like a waxy covering on these books that I don't like. But anyways, maybe it's a cheaper way to put these paperbacks out. I don't know. And then the final thing I wanted to show with these books is that while I was at the library bookstore sale, I did find 3 books for Jeff, but he's not here. So they're all Michael Didbin books. And I've never read any of his books. I don't know if they're good, but Jeff really likes murder mysteries. And I mean, they're 50 cents each. So I mean, I told him, look, if you don't want these, it's not a big deal. I have a friend who really likes murder mysteries, but if you want them, they're yours. He's like, yeah, I'll take those. And so 50 cents, pretty good for these. And he's an award-winning writer, the Gold Dagger Award. And I guess his detective is named Aurelio Zen. So Aurelio Zen Mysteries. Oh, so I guess I'm going to have to fill up some other air. Now, I've got records I could show, and I have some random comics. So if with one of you out there, if you're watching, tell me, would you like me to show some records, or would you like me to, I'm going off script here. Would you like me to show some records or some comics? Someone put something in the comments. Although Jeff might be back right now.
I'm coming back. Hold on. Sorry.
Nobody's answering me anyway. I asked them, what do they want to see? All right. So
sorry about that, everyone. Here, do we have some? We might have some comments here. Let's see.
We don't. Just someone wrote, those look awesome. Yeah.
It will drive the price up even more for vintage mass markets. Yeah, probably. That's very true. Those look awesome. Whatever you showed, David, I'll have to catch it up in the in the replay. What you showed.
I just showed off the series that I've been getting, and then also because it's related to what you've been saying, and then I showed off the 3 books that I got for you at the library sale. Obviously, you were supposed to see it.
Is that the Michael Dibdin stuff?
Yeah, I got.
Are they Aurelio Zen books? Maybe.
Yeah, I think all of them are, but I don't know.
Nice. He's had a couple series apparently. And Eriko also said, I'd like to read some hard-boiled detective stories, the funny one-liners. Yeah, I got some. I've been reading Lady in the Lake by Chandler, which is great. And, he's not as, maybe not top tier Chandler for amount of jokes, but he's got some good ones. He just found a body and he's kind of ruefully ruminating to himself and saying, murder a day, Marlowe. Find a body every day, sort of thing. So, yeah, there's that guy can write like a dream, man. Raymond Chandler, he's so good. Okay, well, thanks for holding the fort. Sorry about that little minor situation with my son there, having a little accident, unfortunately, but morning accident. He's fine. Not that kind of accident, a kind of toilet-related accident, but anyway.
Those happen to me. Can't get home. Stuck on the freeway.
Anyway, he's fine. So let me get rid of this thing, and then I'll try to get my other things that I have that, again, I don't have here with me, but I did pick up, and I'll try to do these in order of when I got them. So I picked up, where is it? Here we go. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Sorry. Fascinating watching, I know. Here I'm having a little trouble with my mouse. Here we go. Should be popping up now. There it is. And Blake 7 Series 2 Blu-ray. So every year or so, about every year now, the same people who are doing the Doctor Who Blu-ray collections loaded with special features and documentaries are doing the same for the other iconic British sci-fi show from the late 70s, early 80s. Blake 7. Have you ever watched this series, David?
No. Is it really good?
It is really good. Yeah, it's quite dark. No, well, if it's too gritty for Star Trek. It's very low budget, but it's very well acted. It's basically, this guy is kind of a freedom fighter against you would like Servalon, this lady. She plays the kind of head of the bad guys that are him and his crew, which are never 7 people. It's usually a robot or a brain as part of it. And they have this cool ship, and it's kind of, they're battling against hopeless odds. It's a kind of dark series. So it's like, it's very good, but you have to like low budget British science fiction, I guess, to get into that. Um, there's that one, and then here, let me remove that. That one should be full of a lot of documentaries, and the first season didn't have much of Paul Darrow's involvement. Paul Darrow is the kind of the breakout character of that show, a guy named Avon, kind of an amoral genius guy, and he takes over the show in the last couple seasons. So he's passed away sadly, and another person has just passed away from there. But
L-Space has a nice comment that I want to reply to. He says he has it on DVD. So he says, damn it, Jeff, now I have to upgrade. Well, if you want to sell me your DVDs, I'd buy them because I've never seen the show. So.
I have season 2 on DVD too, and I could always give that to you as well. So,
but now I need season 1. L-Space.
That's true. I don't have season 1, so you have to get that from Rob. I need to ride off into the sunset. Happy Private Eye July. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you hanging out. Thanks a bunch. I have them on DVD. Damn it, Jeff. Now I have to upgrade. Well, you don't have to, but they have done some really nice, work to make the remastering work, and they've done some new model effects, trying to make that. What's cool is they're trying to make it look really like the same exact models at the time, or that would fit at the time, just better quality for the spaceship scenes and stuff. Rob's giving you the thumbs up. Let me see. And then I also got, speaking of Doctor Who, which David's going to start to roll his eyes because he doesn't seem to like Doctor Who at all. So
now I'm fixing my Bell's palsy. I love Doctor Who. Well, I don't.
We always complain about it. Oh, you Doctor Who again? Oh, you're going on and on and on and on
about it.
I just go on and on anyway. You know that, David. So
3.2 Doctor Who. No.
Anyway, the second season of Tom Baker. How's this? This is hand-drawn art, by the way, or at least maybe hand-drawn with computer assistance. But this guy, his name is Lee. Oh, what is his name? Dang it, I can't remember. But he does the art for all of these covers, and this is the American version, the North American version of the British one.
No, that's not hand-drawn art. That's a photo.
No, it's not a photo. That's him. He did the art himself. That's not a photo.
It looks like a photo. That guy's
look at the art of all the covers he does. Those are all drawn by him. He does it himself. He
drew a funny hat.
That hat's well, it's because this episode is from the Terror of the Zygons, where they're in Scotland, and Tom Baker's doctor is wearing a kilt and a tam o'shanter.
And they're in the episode titles, then you know. It was an episode Terror of the Zygons.
Well, since I do remember names, unlike some people whose name I could mention who doesn't remember names of anything hardly. Anyway, that's going to be a packed set as always, and there's some slight controversy about it because apparently they're using some AI sharpening tools. The people working on these, they tender levelingly care restore them, but some people can notice some kind of too much digital cleanup that's bothering them. So I don't know. I'm just going to be happy to have, because I don't have most of these episodes at all, because they were first on VHS and then on DVD per story, and I really like this season approach because you can get quite a lot of bang for your buck. And I have one more thing that I got, because when I bought the Blake 7 one, it came in just under Amazon's threshold of $35 for free shipping, because I don't have Prime in the States. I have Prime here. So I had to get one more thing, and I had just watched my Blu-ray of Last Stand at Saber River with Tom Selleck, and so I decided to get the other Tom Selleck TNT Western. It's only on DVD, though, but I got Crossfire Trail. So this is based off of a Louis L'Amour novel. So, and I haven't seen this one in ages, but I remember it being very good. So I like Tom Selleck in Western mode. He's quite good and authentic seeming. So that's it. That's all I have. So that's all I have to show now. I have a ton of other stuff that I'll be able to show when I get back to the States, including I'll do something about the boxes you sent me and the box that Book Fiend Nick sent me, and plus other stuff I have on order. What is this here? I can't afford to upgrade half a century of Doctor Who. No, I understand if you've collected a bunch. People who have, you know, big fans just have all the DVDs, they'll have all the Blu-rays, which are not complete yet anyway. But since I never collected hardly any of the DVDs, I feel, free to get the Blu-rays. So
Yeah. You can find a lot of the seasons like on sale.
oh yeah, and I think BritBox has them all, and I think there's quite a few that are on YouTube, on the BBC YouTube channel, BBC Worldwide maybe, or I forgot. There's a dedicated Doctor Who channel. Anyway, I think you have one more round. Is that right, or two more rounds?
No, just this is it. One more. I got a package today. I was waiting for it. I was hoping it would arrive because it's set up until 9, and so it came in time. And so I did order some more puzzles. So I started with puzzles. We're going to end with some puzzles.
Okay, so, let's puzzle it out.
So here we go. We've got this hay in a needle stack. Hay in a needle stack.
Wow. That must have been a pain in the ass to put that photo collage together.
Wow. And again,
and that does not look easy to put together either. That's another one that's mostly that is full frontal art. It's the same square classic one that you like, right?
Dang, someone sent you $100.
What?
I don't know how that works. Someone like Locking Sig, it came up bright red and it said that you got $100. How does that work? I want half. I'm on here.
Mark, you shouldn't have done that. That's very nice, Mark. Jeez.
I ran into the international.
Nice. He wants to pass. Yeah. So Mark's known as the international man of mystery, and he often that's what Michael K. Vaughan calls him when he sends him these great packages of books and stuff. And Mark, that's way too generous. That's very kind of you. I'll make sure that to spend that wisely. He wants me to pass this along for Jeff, and he says, have a great vacation. Oh, Mark, that's really, really sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know how that works either. I guess because to get the hypes, I had to sign up to the YouTube partner program, and I guess that allows that to happen. But that's never happened to me before, so thank you very kindly, Mark. I don't know what to say to that other than thank you. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, then this
I will spend it wisely, Mark, and credit you where it's due when what I buy with it. So thank you, and I'll buy David an ice cream cone.
No, you earned that money. All right, this one is called Grandma's Quilt. This one has to be like one of the ugliest puzzles, but I don't know. I love these things. You know, when you buy a lot, you get whatever's in there.
Right.
The
so you want there's some in there that you really wanted, and then the other ones are just kind of extra then.
Yeah, but I do like it. Then this is the third one.
That looks like it could be difficult too because of the repeating pattern.
So. Yeah, really difficult. Here's another one that's called 52 pickup. So you can imagine, like, I don't like that all the pieces are loose. They should have put them in bags. But
I hope they're all there.
I know, right? They say they are, but you know, the way this is just like they threw all these cards from different.
You've had a couple where you had one missing piece only, which it must just drive you nuts.
Sucks. Yeah.
You still do that? You were doing that in your earlier puzzle videos where you would wait to put the very last piece in, boop, and then.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I haven't been doing the overhead either. I've just been taking a picture every hour. Now, this is the one that I wanted. I didn't even show it. So the real reason I wanted this, and even though it's a little bit dirty, is that they had a Norman Rockwell puzzle. And
nice.
One of these. So this is my second now in this Norman Rockwell by Hoyle. This is A Boy Meets His Dog. And
that's very cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Rockwell.
There's going to be a lot of this, which is not good for making a puzzle.
No, that looks fiendishly difficult, the edges. And usually start with the edges. So I don't know what you're going to, I guess that's easy enough to do, but the inside part's going to be tough.
But the good thing about it, this one is locked, is that, I don't know, this isn't random cut. It's square. And so the pieces, with random cut, you can go by shape. But these, they're 2 ins, 2 outs.
Oh, they're small too.
Yeah. And
is that 1,000 piece or a 500 piece?
500. Yeah. I mean, here's the
well, you'll probably be able to get the dog and the boy easily enough, but I don't know.
The background. But I mean, isn't it a beautiful puzzle box? Yeah, so
that's very nice.
So I got 9 new puzzles to go onto my puzzle shelf.
So how many total do you have now that you haven't put together?
Oh my gosh, probably about 100. But it's
Can
okay
you
because
do
I'm
it?
doing puzzles a lot. Like,
Yeah, who is Mark?
Mhm.
Look forward to it. Yes, thank you.
Oh, you froze. He froze, or I froze. Somebody froze. I don't know, but
Uh-oh.
you froze. What, or was it me?
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't know what happened there. Sorry. But are you're trying to work on one every day?
I I do my puzzles for usually at least 2 hours every day, and
Is that even when you're working or when you're off like this?
when I'm working, I will come home and do an hour or two. Yeah, I will. I
So just
enjoy
kind of
it
way
so
to
much.
kind of detox from the day.
Yeah, and I also listen to books, so I get through a lot of reading that way.
What are you what are you reading right now? I just finished this. So this is Bertha Cool, Donald Lamb. It's really they should be called the Donald Lamb because he's the
Put
central
yourself
character.
bigger again. No, I'm done.
Oh yeah, I should or at least make us normal.
No.
Yeah, called Traps Need Fresh Bait, which in the case of these is always a good looking lady. So
Well, Elspace says that he would just put the pieces on the bandsaw to make them fit, or bring a pair of scissors. It would be easier. You don't have to like cut off your finger. Jeff rose again, so I'm just filling in the time by talking. Um, yeah, puzzling can be frustrating, but for some reason I don't get frustrated. I really I enjoy the process. I'm doing 2 Van Gogh puzzles right now as a challenge, and man, they were hard. I finished one of them, and I still have the second one to do. And the first one took me 17 hours to finish it. I do an hour, and then I move to the other puzzle. Like I go back and forth, and I've been recording the progress. And thank you, Larry. Nice to see you. We're actually getting ready to finish right now. I think, yeah, you could see Jeff just like is gone. I don't know if I leave, I think it'll keep running. I think I've got to wait until he gets back in. And so, Larry, I don't know, you just joined, but I've been showing off a bunch of puzzles that I got. They're behind me, and I'm just gonna fill in some space by showing off some comics since you're here, Larry. When I went to Vegas, I bought some comics, so you probably saw the video already, but I could show them again. So Howard the Duck had a magazine, and I have every issue now except for one. This was one of the ones I was missing. Get this Batman signal. It's pretty funny. So I just need one more issue, and it's not number 1, thank goodness. And I bought some comics. Do you have those on mats? No, what I do is I have corrugated sheets of plastic, and I have a table, a puzzle table, and I cut the corrugated sheets so that it goes right into the table. And so I can layer them. I could pick up one and hold up the other and slide it under, and it helps. My next challenge, I'm going to be doing 4 puzzles together. I'll work an hour on each. They're going to be 4 Lego puzzles. That should be much easier than the Van Gogh one, though. I also got this Indian Chief. I bought these mostly because I love the old cover art. So this was it's a 10-cent comic, and I did end up paying. I paid $10 for this. Then I paid $12 for this one. This was Dusty or Rusty Riley again. I just thought that cover was so beautiful. They were never collected in the original hardcover. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. And then I did buy this, a cartoon one, and it's Napoleon. It's so cute. He stole the ball, and they're like throwing the glove at him, which is bad. But that. And that one I paid, what, $10 for. And so normally I don't spend this much on comics. So for me, this was like a splurge. I was in Vegas, and I was in a new shop, and I was going through their bins, and I thought, you know what, just splurge, buy some. And they're in good condition as well. This one I paid $10. This is the last one, Red Rider comics. I don't know. I just, for something, I just love these painted covers from these Dell comics. I just think they're so cool. Now, Dell also had a lot of photo covers, which I don't mind. But when I have these painted covers, I just really, really like it. And I don't think Jeff. I mean, I don't think. I don't think Jeff is coming back. Maybe he can't get on. I'm just worried that if I end it, I can't end it, and so it'll just keep running. Anyways, Erico said I had a 3D anaglyph puzzle of a robot smashing through a window. It came with blue-red anaglyph glasses. Oh, that is kind of cool. Can't be frugal in Vegas. It's really difficult. I mean, I was driving around. It was hot. I was going to all these shops. And so I just decided, hey, if you find something, I mean, I didn't go crazy. They had books for $50 and that. I didn't go crazy, but all right, let me grab a couple albums. I'm just like doing whatever. I don't think Jen was coming back. Okay, here's some albums. I'll show them off, and then after this, I'll just close it. I don't know what's going to happen. So these are random. I'm pulling them off a vinyl thing that I have right next to me. So here we have the one and only Pearl Bailey.
Oh, you're back. I thought you had left.
I left?
Yeah, well, I mine faded out, and then
I've been talking this whole time. Wait, which of you did you see? Because I've been sitting here talking. Elspace, can you tell? Were you seeing Jeff or were you seeing me? Oh my gosh, this is weird. We just need to end this. Jeff, if you could hear me, end it. I'm just showing off record covers. Here we go, Pearl Bailey. What's going on? I don't know. Can you tell me? Can you see me, Glock? Can you guys see me? You hear me? No, Jeff. You. That's not very clear. I guess Jeff, he's frozen. Okay. I'm just going to keep talking for a little bit. All right. Here's this beautiful, look at this red background on this album. So this is Paul Robeson. Jeff, if you can hear me, you can end this. It's about time for me to take my medicine anyway. Here's another beautiful red background. Harry Belafonte. Calypso. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really weird, man. I have no idea what's going on. It is really strange. So I think we should probably
end it. You need to end this because you're going to freeze again. So everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'd like to get everyone's comments up there if I could, but this has been really. Hey, Larry, I'm freezing up. I don't know what. Maybe something's going on with everyone using their. But I'm glad. Sorry, David, make you carry this on so much.
I don't care, but if you freeze again, I can't end it.
Right.
So it's better if you just end this, so I don't get stuck on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it. I don't want to leave anyone with comments off of here if I can. So anyway, two Jeffs. Yeah. Anyway, I want to say thanks to everyone. Thanks especially to Mark for the very kind gift, and thanks for David for holding down the fort when I had some problems there. Thanks everyone for watching, and you hope you have a great rest of the weekend. We'll talk to you guys later. Sorry about the technical issues.
No biggie.
And I'll be with Rob next week, along with Jim from Mystery and Mayhem, on another Retro TV Rewind episode. We'll be talking about Private Eye TV shows. Please join us then. So we'll see you next weekend for that. Thanks, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.